Ladies and gentlemen, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Over the past couple years, I've been force-feeding you XRP information with one intention, and that is to make sure as many people get into XRP as possible, because I am so certain in my conviction that XRP is the chosen digital asset, chosen a long time ago to be a solution to international problems, to unlock idle liquidity when shit hits the fan. And not only will XRP do this, but Ripple the company, they provided the roadmap for legal clarity in crypto in the United States. That is a profound 1-2 punch. But this is a call out to people who complain. It does not matter what information you take in, but it matters how you take that information in. Are you reactive? Are you emotional? What is your temperament when you take in information? Let me ask you all a question. Let's say hypothetically you knew that 9/11 was going to happen the day before it happened. Would you have gone to the World Trade Center if you had work that day? Absolutely not. Let's say you had information from a time traveler that came back from 2030 telling you in 2008 to get into Bitcoin when you can. Would you have acted? Absolutely. So why is it that now that you have the correct information in front of you, that you know without a shadow of a doubt that XRP is the chosen digital asset, that you're either complaining or not acting and getting as much XRP as you fucking can? The writing is on the wall and this opportunity is so obvious. And now we're getting the mainstream talking financial pundits in the XRP community with Tony from Thinking Crypto talking about how important the Ripple impact was.
Mentioned the Coinbase, and I'm hoping Coinbase comes out with a big victory. What were your thoughts on the SEC Ripple ruling? Because that seems to set some great precedents with the case law that the token itself intrinsically is not a security.
Exactly. I think that was a very important victory. And you'll know Bitcoin was up fivefold last year, partly for that reason. Coinbase, I mean. Okay. So yes, I think that Coinbase is going to do us a great service through the court system, and the court system is going to do us a great system. You know, if you look back in history, we have had an experience like this before. It was when derivatives were launched, and the SEC and the CFTC were vying for power over regulatory power over derivatives. It went all the way to the Supreme Court, which this probably will. And that forced legislation so that both the SEC and the CFTC have a role in derivatives oversight. But those roles are clearly delineated and they don't cross over. I think the same thing's going to happen here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we just got that bombshell from Cathie Wood, from our very own and the XRP Army Thinking Crypto. Please give Tony a follow on all platforms, as Cathie Wood just spelled out exactly how regulation is going to be divided. I believe the SEC is going to take care of the initial offering of cryptos moving forward. And if they did it competently, they could go back and collect money from initial offerings, make the government a lot of money with fines, slap on the wrist type scenarios. But the SEC wanted to take the Gary Gensler route, the ambiguous route, the corrupt route. And John Deaton says it best. The SEC and Ethereum had some dirty little collusion inside of there. The SEC and Sam Bankman-Fried had some dirty little collusion inside of there. Which you will need to realize that the crypto industry, we went through years of a hostile regulator, but now Every other country on the planet has steady regulation. Every other country on the planet is going to force the US to step into that. And all those losses by the SEC to crypto companies in court, Ripple, Grayscale, Coinbase, all of them, that is going to make the SEC's grasp have to weaken. The CFTC is going to step in and take charge with a lot of digital assets. We saw Caroline Pham and Brad Garlinghouse in Davos just last week talking about crypto regulations. I wonder why Brad is flexing with her at Davos. Oh, so you mean to tell me the CEO of the crypto company that just beat down the SEC is just casually on a panel with Caroline Pham, head of the CFTC? Get out of here. Gary, we're coming for you, Gary. You went kicking and screaming into a Bitcoin ETF approval. But now the entire crypto space is about to be approved. But now, guys, let's zoom out and look at the macro. A lot of things are aligning as far as potentially cataclysmic events with what I believe could be XRP adoption. Here from XRP Darren, we have that Barcart is reporting China is considering a stock rescue plan that could include spending $2 trillion in 2 trillion won, which is the equivalent of 278 billion US dollars, to prop up the Chinese equity market. This is a sign that under the hood of the financial system and global economy, we are having major problems. Things are going to get bad, my friends. We're going to see a lot of cracks in the system. And there is going to have to be an emergency rate cut moment that will cause a short-term pullback in markets, but will be an opportunity that you need to seize. That will be the last moment before this full-fledged moon mission, before you can buy this market up. Central banks are stacking up on gold for a reason. It's not just for show. And I can confirm to all of you that there will be a tokenized gold that will be used universally amongst central banks and amongst institutions. Tokenized gold is coming. Tokenized assets and real-world assets are coming to the blockchain and coming to a economy near you, dare I say. We have to look at how fast the world is progressing. And oh my goodness, my friends, never forget the big picture.
You don't want to get ruled by the U.S. on a worldwide basis. So particularly China, but Russia and some India, some of the other countries are in the process of creating a dual system of payment, of currency, to counteract the U.S. dollar. And so these central banks are buying gold as a reserve currency. Will they use gold to back a new currency or a basket of currency? Will they use a crypto kind of currency backed by the Chinese government? We don't know. What I do believe, though, is that at the end of the day, you will end up with a dual world in terms of system of payment and the currency you pay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I do want all of you to be aware of is that I 100% expect 2024 to be a year of all the narratives the XRP community has been discussing coming to the forefront. Liquidity issues, idle nostro vostro capital, CBDCs, UBI, social credit scores, the tokenization of assets, all of this is coming to the forefront. BlackRock just signaled to all the elites that this market is safe. Safe for them, not for us, of course. But now you need to realize that winners are being chosen in the crypto market as we speak. You guys all saw how Ethereum was chosen by the SEC with the insider collusion of Bill Hinman and Jay Clayton. But now, in the open, these individuals are working together. Ladies and gentlemen, collaboration over competition in the crypto industry. We saw Brad Garlinghouse the other day with the co-founder of Hedera. And here, I believe that a likely partnership between Hedera and Algorand is going to help solve the problem of digital keys and passwords. As we can see, HBAR is under 7 cents, an immaculate buying point right now. And dollar cost averaging point to start getting into if you don't have any HBAR. And Algorand is at 15 cents, a great dollar cost average position and entry point for the bull market. The overall crypto market has been down quite a bit, double digits in just the past 7 days, like we discussed with Waters Above on my channel just last week. But guys, what I have to say is this. The bull market is confirmed. We are heading into it. We've been on the money with the pullback. The only thing we've been waiting a little too long for is XRP, but XRP is preparing this March, April to really see its case end, to really see the conclusion that we've all been expecting, that will catalyze the price action that we all deserve. It's been a hard journey, and I know, my friends, I've been right there through it all. But what I have to say is that it's almost over, and it's almost time. Now, on top of your XRP bags, being diversified is a smart thing to do. And as a lot of you know, HBAR is my second largest holding, and I have a nice fat bag of algo as well. And what you should all know is that when I talk about cryptos on my channel, it's because I think they are relatively safe. Safe enough for all of you to get into if you happen to hear them. And you don't have to listen to me say it. I always give you the founders and experts saying it themselves, so you can have the 100% confidence that these words are coming from them.
Lehman, it's great to see you again. Welcome to CFC. And why don't we do introductions real quick? Lehman, you want to start us off?
Sure. So I'm Lehman. I created Hashgraph and started Hedera, and I'm just really excited to be here with you and with you.
Absolutely.
Tough one to follow that. I'm John. I'm the CTO at the Algorand Foundation.
Excellent. Well, I know you gentlemen have been working on a partnership, and that's exciting to hear. That's one of the big benefits of CFC is the quality of the participants. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure, maybe I'll start. So I think for our industry at large, the Web3 space, decentralized asset space, user experience has to be put at the forefront if it's going to be successful. And one of the most frictionful points right now around the user experience for the average person who's venturing into digital assets is the key. The private key is required to spend those assets. It's essentially your right of ownership over those assets. And one of the benefits of Web3 is that having this single key that you own gives a great responsibility of self-sovereignty. It's not with the bank, it's with you. And that's a wonderful virtue of the technologies that we have created and we are working on. However, with that comes a huge responsibility. And folks out there have lost these keys. And with that, they lose their assets. And so, with Swirls Labs, Lehman and his team have come up with a wonderful protocol for how we can ensure that these keys are kept secure in a decentralized manner, and if someone was to lose those keys, they can be recovered without having to trust any one party.
That's great.
Yes. So the whole future is things like blockchains and other things that are online, but you have keys, you have passwords. Maybe we'll go to passkeys, but then you have information in your phone that does the passkey. There's always some secret somewhere that you need to protect. And our whole lives are moving online and being controlled with these things. You don't want to give it to someone else, not your keys, not your crypto.
Right.
You want to have it yourself, but then you lose it. And I get emails from someone saying, I've lost my 24-year-old mnemonic. Could you create another one for me? No. but it's bad because every part of our life has a safety net, but not this one. Right. If you lose your password to your bank, someday you'll get into your bank account. If you lose your key for a crypto account, you're out of luck. And so what you have to do is be able to share it with some friends and family, maybe your bankers, maybe your lawyers, but share it with multiple helpers and have your phone every day asking their device, do you still have my part of it? That's really important. And keep it secret. You don't want to know, you don't want the world to know how many helpers you have or who they are. This is important. But the most important thing is it's got to be interoperable. Right. Every wallet, every password manager, this isn't just blockchain, every password manager needs to interoperate. So we've got to have a standard that everyone uses. And it has to be open source and everyone. And that's why I think it is so great that we have this partnership and we're bringing in others also, other blockchains, banks and credit unions and other people. It's just so important to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, 99% of the time, the cryptos I put money into are cryptos backed by the adults in the room. Collaboration over competition and tribalism is what's going to win out in crypto. That, what he just mentioned, is a major pain point for everyone who self-custodies, and we all know it. In order to get mass adoption, we need to get a generation of people who we like to pick on a little bit on this channel, and it's those boomers. Once the boomers are all in crypto, it's too late and the bull run is over. Once user interfaces and user experiences are so seamless that the boomers can use crypto without having to think about it, it's over. What you should understand now is that there are major pain points in the crypto space right now. It's inconvenient, it's clunky, it's hard to use, there's scams everywhere, there's no true regulation yet. This is where the ROI is made. Once grandma can buy Bitcoin with the snap of a finger, and at the same time there's a Federal Reserve wallet on her phone. Oh, guys, you know where we are. We are not there yet, and that is the most bullish thing you can hear. And all the cryptos that work together to build a new system, like the XRPs and XLMs, like the HBARs and Algos, they will all thrive and win. I'm investing in them all. It doesn't matter which one explodes in price first, because we're all going to make money either way. Here, Pano stated that 20 UNL validators are now voting yes for the XRPL's automated market maker amendment. We're getting closer to getting this approved. And once some things got worked out, oh my goodness, my friends, the passive income for us, the retail holder, is going to be phenomenal. All I ask you to do is hold strong. Get your high quality, high ROI cryptos at low entries. You can start dollar cost averaging now, but I wouldn't be surprised if some alts drop another 10-20% from here. And that's nothing but good for you. Keep accumulating, because starting in March, April for XRP and June, July for the rest of the crypto market, we are on a moon mission. And we're all going to laugh at the prices that we have in front of us now. This is such an incredible time to be a crypto holder paying attention. And I genuinely appreciate every single one of you for joining me on this journey. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, a shout out to one of my XRP Army members, Epgoon. One of our fellow savages got himself his Fuck the SEC t-shirt. And if you guys are all interested in being featured on our website and in a video, please don't hesitate to get your aggressively average apparel down in the description below. We love seeing everyone getting their merch in the mail and loving the quality of the apparel. And like I said earlier, our second drop will be launching soon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.